What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Nerd Rage Radio's Top 5, Bottom 5. And today, the topic is from Chris Pinkerton himself, who is here with us today.
If you're nasty.
As well as Joey KW, who is here with us today. And this is the top 5 human characters in Transformers franchises.
That's right.
Across
all the fruited plain.
No limits, no boundaries, no parameters.
Yes.
Any human was fair game. Video games, comics, movies, etc.
Now, and your Tumblr fan fiction is probably not included. Sorry, everyone.
That's true. So if you like conversations like these, please feel free to join us weekly at Nerd Rage Radio, wherever your podcasts are found. So with that, Chris, it's your topic. Why don't you go ahead and take the lead?
I have some fantastic things here.
Okay.
But I'm going to start out with probably my favorite character from the comics that's a human. Where I'm talking about like the Marvel comics. And that's Miss Josie Beller, who became Circuit Breaker.
Oh, yes, she did. A lot of those Marvel comics have a very cult following of fans that love the little obscure characters. I got to go and read that stuff one day. I've tried before, and I just it's hard. The art is really rough, and then the time, just the writing of the time,
Yeah.
But it's funny with Circuit Breaker though. I can never really tell. I think most of the time what was naked and what wasn't.
And that's probably why I think that intrigue is probably why as a child I was like, am I supposed to have this?
My number 5 is Carly Witwicky.
Okay.
So,
which one is that?
So she's the blonde girl that's Spike's girlfriend.
So are we talking?
So the reason why is because you had to be very brave to wear that outfit she wore back in the 80s.
Was it?
It was like a
normal?
big. It was like a big blue balloon suit. It was like you could tell it was like trying to mimic 80s fashion, but it's not right. The socks are weird on it. Like it's if you ever look at the outfit, it's strange. It took a lot of guts to wear that. And then I'll tell you what, when she becomes Mrs. Witwicky, and she's got them 3/4 boots on.
Hey yo,
and them little white pants.
You like them that age, Bobby?
The older ones?
Yes,
I do. I do like a woman
like a fine wine.
Number 5 is the girl from the Bumblebee movie, because she's not the worst of the main movie. People.
She's not a bad character.
She's fine.
She's a hell of a diver.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
A flyer
and a driver. But she is.
She was fine.
Yeah, she was.
She
fine.
was relatable somewhat, and I didn't hate her on screen.
Yep. I think that's fair. Number 4, Christopher.
So this was, it was a named role, maybe more of a cameo than anything. But my next pick is Bobby Bolivia, played by the one and only Bernie Mac.
Bro,
he's out there. He's out there selling. He's out there selling cars to unsuspecting consumers.
Yeah, that is a great role.
But somehow
he was the best character in that movie.
He might be the best character, honestly, in the franchise.
He really lost the treasure when he passed.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
So my number 4 is Maggie Madsen. So she's the blonde.
You're gonna have to tell me who these people are.
Bobby's. I thought I was digging in the crates. He went to the basement to look.
So she's the blonde,
the computer girl.
Yeah.
Okay. She was in the first one. She was like one of the hackers. That was
And I think.
Oh yes,
that was. And then that movie, like all.
Oh my God!
Something about the way they did the makeup on the actresses in that movie. They all have that dewy glow.
Yes.
And it might have just been popular at the time, but like the other lead actress in that has that dewy glow the whole time.
Yeah, I think that's very much.
Is it very humid here?
But yeah, I think she's pretty.
Yes,
that's fair.
Yes,
she's a pretty
fair.
girl.
That's fair.
So she's my number 4.
I agree.
Number 3.
Number 4. My number 4.
Oh yeah, sorry, number 4.
My number 4. Bernie Mac. I don't remember the guy's name.
Nice.
But he was memorable.
Yeah, he's
there
great.
There were so many other people in that movie. A lot of people, I don't remember them.
To be fair,
I remember Bernie Mac though. In the 2 seconds he was in it.
Yeah. It wasn't much of a role.
Yeah, he's great, and he's great in everything. But yeah, it is. It's often him just being him, but when you're him, it works. Yeah. Number 3,
Bobby. There's only one song I can sing about this next character.
Okay.
I just want my baby. We're talking about Epps. The one and only Tyrese Gibson.
Tyrese was never going to be on my top anything. Except for maybe top internet meme where you cry and it becomes a Baltimore club.
And then like he shows back up later in that one that has like the NASCAR cars for a Marky Mark movie. Yeah, because he just had this crew of like guys that I guess they pulled together to do this or whatever.
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah, it was.
So my number 3 is Carly Spencer.
Okay.
So she's in Transformers 3.
She's the hot blonde.
And she's the hot blonde in that
See?
smoking white dress.
Is that
you
the-
were saying-
And she's got a smoking black dress.
Is she the one with the big lips?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Okay. She's very pretty.
Juicy lips.
Yeah, she just is fun to watch on screen. I like to watch her get into cars on screen. I like to watch her get out of cars, Joey, on screen.
It's the weirdest Dr. Seuss book I've ever read.
So
When you fit the last Carly, that's what the girl I was thinking of.
yeah, so no, this one's a little bit
Is she
further up
supposed
on the
to-
list.
Is she
Now,
supposed to like be a homage to that Carly from the cartoon?
I don't know. I don't
Because
think so.
she was
'cause
like Sam's
girlfriend in the. Yeah, you're right. What do you got, Joe?
Number 3, an actual character, Chip Chase. I like the name. I like that he does stuff. He actually does useful. He's the counterpart of that blonde girl who does the computer stuff.
Yeah.
I think back in the 80s.
That's fair.
I think he's in a wheelchair.
He
right?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was always the kind of logical one.
No, he did stuff.
Yeah,
He was actually
he
useful.
fixed a lot of problems. Yeah. All right, number 2.
So, after Shia lost his mind and went to watch movies by himself and just do it, there was only one man that could save this franchise. And it's not Michael Bay, folks, because he had already done what he had done. I'm getting good vibrations.
Oh God,
That's all I'm going to say. The one and only Cade Yeager, played by the come on, Marky Mark Wahlberg. Come on.
Move it, or is it do it?
Feel it. Come on, man. I thought you liked hip hop.
You can't say this.
My number 2 is Vivian Wembley.
Oh, tell me about Vivian. What color is her hair?
Vivian Wembley is a brunette.
Oh.
In The Last Night, who also looks really good in a black dress.
Okay.
And is
Picture.
and is fun to watch on screen.
Watch the video when it drops. There'll be a picture.
And
Hopefully.
this is the one thing I'm a little unsure about, but I think she might have an English accent on top of all that goodness. In my mind's eye, anyway, she's fun to watch, fun to look at, and fun to listen to.
Triple threat.
It's just like this show.
2 for me is Dr. Ark Evil,
Yes.
who's also a human that does stuff
Yeah.
on the other side.
And has odd taste in headgear.
He does.
Odd taste
Is it
in
a headgear or is it attached to his head?
I think it's
I can't
good
tell.
question.
I feel like he has parts
Let me check
on him.
Let me check the Tumblr.
I think it's headgear.
Is it? I thought it was.
And it kind of looks like Cybertron a little bit.
It does. It's very strange. Very strange.
he was in one of the
First episodes. He was in, I think, the second arc. Like the first arc is like
with the big arc with like them bringing the planet over.
over
that they
to
try to
Earth.
do on Transformers 3.
Yes. Number 1, Christopher.
Is it number 1?
Number 1.
It's the only human that in anything I've ever watched who actually got to say the word transform and transform. It's Daniel Witwicky.
Does it count as transforming? That
I
thing?
mean, he says transform.
You
And,
should have laid down on a skateboard.
well, listen, if that disqualifies, then we have an entire generation of toys we need to say.
But yeah,
are
no,
transform.
all those the flip up guys now.
Or like go by and sit,
Even-
just, you turn around and lay him down.
My number 1 is Michaela Baines.
yes, yes.
And I'm all thumbs over this one, Christopher.
Oh yeah, it's
Is it in order?
Oh,
is
man.
I guess you listed in order. Right? Wow.
My list is just-
I want to re-list your list. I'm trying to figure out if that's the same. Like, I agree with all of them. By the way, I'm just not sure if that's the order I want them in.
But I don't care whether or not she's leaned over a car, Christopher,
Correct.
or running for her life.
Yes.
There's just something that speaks to me, something that
Yes.
she brings to screen.
it's a dewy glow.
It resonated. It
It
resonated with me. We made a connection.
That's right.
Between audience member and which is the best gift an actress could really give.
My number 1 is Spike because he's the quintessential Transformer human character.
Yeah. There
you
That's
go.
the only one I actually really remember the most. If you think about Transformers, he's actually there in my head with a hard head.
That's right.
Hard head.
Any-
Does he
Hard
wear-
head and yellow
he wears
boots.
hard
You were all right, yeah. Any honorable mentions?
So Sparkplug,
head. Yeah.
So Sparkplug is great.
because he's like the most. I kind of hate I didn't put him on the list, but you know what?
He's
We're
like-
doing 6. Put Sparkplug on the list. There's enough room on the screen. He's level-headed the whole time.
Yeah,
and
he's a manly man.
he's a manly man.
From days past, Christopher.
He's got his
puts his
kid out
boots
there
on
working.
1 foot at a time.
Are we? I mean, what?
old is Spike,
Where's
by the way?
OSHA?
Yeah, Spike was
not
like-
Star Wars
Spike
OSHA.
was like 14 or something.
That's what I'm saying.
It
Like,
seems
how old
it.
was he? I don't
and
know.
he had him working on like a oil rig.
And hey, while you're in the comments, dropping your top 6, 5, whatever it is, give us some suggestions. If you have something you'd like to see us do.
Good idea.
Yeah.
For a future episode.
That's right. We'll even give you credit if we can remember who said it. We probably won't, though.
So if you like this and want to hear more of it, feel free to check out Nerd Rage Radio wherever your free podcasts are hosted. And Joey, where can they find you?
Find me here every week.
Almost. And Pinkerton, where can they find you?
Help me hold this banner. Joey, you pull it. Yeah. There we go. A little bit. Yeah, wave it. Crashbox Customs. Let it go. Pop.
Across the fruited plain.
Across the fruited plain.
And with that,
Slappy lips.
Tasty toenails.
tight traps, player.